Sometimes when we think about God answering our prayers, we maybe think about it in categories. Like, yeah, God answered my prayer. That's great. Or, no, God didn't answer my prayer. Or maybe God says, no, not right now. You're not ready for that answer just yet. But what if sometimes God answers our prayers in ways that we never could have imagined? Things that are so much better than what we actually asked for. I think there's some examples in Scripture of this. You might remember the woman named Hannah in 1 Samuel chapter 1. And Hannah was praying for a child. She was barren. She was unable to have children. And so she prayed to God for a son. But what God blessed her with was so much better than anything she could have imagined. He blessed her with a child named Samuel, who turned out to be one of the greatest prophets and judges that Israel ever had. And even after that, he blessed her with more children. Now, later we remember Solomon in 1 Kings chapter 3. We remember Solomon praying to God and God visiting him in a vision, and he asked Solomon what he wanted. He could have anything that he wanted. And as a young king, he might have asked for fame or for glory or for wealth, but Solomon asked for something that was better than that. He asked for wisdom. And what did God give him? Well, God blessed him with wisdom, but because he asked for that, God also blessed him with fame and glory and honor among any or above any other king from Israel that they had ever had or would ever have after that. Now, something that my family has done, my wife and I especially, we've started making this little book of prayers. And it's really interesting over time, and as we consider our lifetime, we've been writing down the things that have been very important to us, big opportunities or big moves. We've moved internationally a couple of times, a lot of big decisions where we didn't know exactly what to do, and we prayed and we asked God, and oftentimes we thought we had in mind what would be perfect for us and exactly right. But many times God said, well, no, that's not what I have in mind for you. But it's interesting when we go back and we look maybe a year or two, or sometimes even 5, we say, wow, how much better is it what God had planned than what actually we thought would be good for us initially. I hope that you'll continue to pray. I hope you'll continue to be patient. Maybe grab a book and write down some of the big decisions you've been praying about and see how God can work in those things and how he can fulfill what we read in Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. How he can do exceedingly more than all we can ask or imagine. Keep on praying, be patient, and wait for God's answers.